Okay, do you girls remember when we were talking about Abraham and how he had to sacrifice his baby Isaac?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No. Yeah.
Do you remember that? Okay, so remember how Isaac didn't get dieted, but but God saved him. Okay, do you remember that? Well, he grew up. And this is Isaac when he grew up, and he was like, his mommy just died because she was old. And so he was sad.
Was she 99?
I don't know, she was really old. And so he was like, and he's like, I'm so sad. And so then he went on a journey, and he needed to go find a wife. And so he sent his servant away to go find a wife from this land where his family was from. And so this princess came back, and her name was Rebecca.
No, her name is Anna.
No, it's Rebecca.
Anna.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Nana. Rebecca Nana. And so she came, and he was like, oh, that girl's pretty. I want her to be my girlfriend. And Rebecca was like, hello. And so he's
Wait.
Yeah, what?
Maybe we should do Elsa because she's prettier.
No. Rebecca's so beautiful. And he was so in love. He's like, oh, I'm so in love.
You know it's Anna. In the movie, it's Anna.
Yeah, in the movie it is, but in my story, it's Rebecca. Thank you very much. Okay? So then they're like, oh, I'm in love.
Anna.
And so then they went on a date on the beach. And then they went on a date at McDonald's. And then they went on a date at a pool. And then they had a baby. And then they had another baby. And they had these two babies named Jacob.
And Moses.
This is Jacob, and he's got his brush, and he's like, He's kind of like he's like a stay-at-home kind of guy. And then this is Esau, his other brother.
Why is he hairy like Chewbacca?
Because Esau had a lot of hair on his body.
Wait, Uncle Nate.
What?
Do Justin Bieber brush this monster's hair?
Oh, yeah, like that? Yeah, so Jacob and Esau were brothers, but this Esau was really hairy, and Jacob wasn't hairy at all. He was like a little baby boy, and he would like be brushing Esau's hair. He's like, oh, can I brush your hair? And Jacob like hung out with his mommy a lot, but Esau hung out with Daddy, and he liked to go and hunt things, and he liked to kill things and eat animals, like, and he'd like do cool karate kicks, yeah! And Jacob was like, I'd like to play Fortnite and stay home.
I love Fortnite. Me too.
Okay, so listen to this. So then one day, their daddy was getting old, and he was, where is he? Their daddy, Isaac was getting old. There's Isaac. And he's getting old, and he was laying down, and he was about to die. And he was like, okay, I want to...
Wait, Uncle Nate.
Yeah, what?
Pretend when he died, he said, oh, I'm about to poop in my diapers.
Yeah, that's true. He's like, oh, I'm about to poop in my diapers, and he's like, send my boys in. I want to say goodbye to them, and because he wanted to pray over them before he went to heaven. And but the mom, she came over and she said,
his underpants.
She said, listen. The mom said, Jacob. She's like, Esau, he's going to get all the special prayers, and he's going to get the blessing, and he's going to have all of the good stuff. Because back in the day, whoever was the oldest son would take all of the father's stuff.
Uncle Nate.
Yeah?
Why was Elsa there?
This isn't Elsa. This is. No, you're right. This is Rebecca. Yeah, and Rebecca's like, she's like, hey, you got that. And so she gives Jacob this plan that he's going to pretend to be Esau. And so she's like, okay, you need to wear a bunch of hair. And so then he put hair on himself to make him look like Esau. And so he went in, and Jacob's like, who's there? Because he was so old that he was blind. He couldn't see. And so I'm your son, Esau. And he talked like, I'm your son, Esau. And he was like, well, let me touch you. Let me touch you to make sure that you're hairy. And so he's touching him, and he's like, oh, that's very hairy. And he's like, I tricked him. I tricked my dad. And so the dad prayed, and he said, okay, I bless you, and you can have all of my things. And then he left, and he went away. And then
wait, Uncle Nate, pretend Justin Bieber said, oh, I have to go in timeout.
Oh, yeah, he went in timeout. Okay, so then Esau came in and he's like, okay, Daddy, don't die, give me my blessing. And he's like, what? Who are you? I thought you were Esau. I already prayed for Esau. He's like, what? That tricky guy, he took my blessing.
Pretend that guy punched him in the face.
Like this? But he missed because he's blind.
No, I mean this guy.
Oh, no, because this is his dad. He's like, he went away crying. He's like,
wait, monster.
See, now listen. Wait, sit down.
I need to tell the monster something.
Okay, tell the what? What do you need to tell the monster?
Monster. I really like you, and do you want to be my friend?
Yes, I would like to be a friend, but only if you eat all of your food at dinner time, and you obey Mommy and Daddy, and you stop scratching Frankie in the face.
Okay, and guess what, Esau?
What?
I'm gonna make you a monster play date.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so listen, this is what happened in the story, Georgie and Frankie. What happened was Jacob stole Esau's birthright.
Meanie.
Yes.
Meaning pants, poo pants.
Yes, and he tricked his daddy. Into giving away the birthright. Now, here's Jacob.
Okay.
And this is.
That's actually Justin Bieber.
I know, but this is years later, okay? And he was a tricky guy. And his whole life he was really tricky. In fact, do you know what Jacob means? His name means tricky guy.
Tricky guy?
Mm-hmm. He was a tricky guy. That's what his name means, tricky guy. Imagine having a friend at school and you're like, hey, hi, my name is Georgie, what's your name? And they're like, I'm tricky guy. Jacob was walking around in the desert, and he's on a journey, and remember his name was Tricky Guy. And the Lord appeared to him, and the Lord was telling him, hey, Jacob, you're a cool guy, I like you, and I'm gonna bless you. And Jacob's like, no, hold on, don't go anywhere. And he started to wrestle God, and he's wrestling him, and he's like, don't go, I won't let you go until you bless me. And he's like, no, I gotta go. And then he's like, argh! And they wrestled all night. And they wrestled all night. They were wrestling, and then God said, because you wrestled, then I'm gonna bless you. And that's the end of our story.
No, I want more.
You want more? Okay, I'm gonna give you one more story.
Yay!
Jacob married 2 sisters.
You can't do that. That's illegal.
I know, but that's what they did back in the Bible. Can you imagine having the same husband? It was really mean. And Jacob married these 2 girls, and one girl's name was Rachel, and this was Leah.
Wait,
sit down.
Wait,
sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Wrestle him!
No. Sit down. Okay, hold on, Georgie.
For a sec.
1 second, I'm trying to tell you a story. There was these 2 sisters. What happened was, when Jacob married, it was really dark, and so he thought, he was in the dark, and he's like, oh, this is my wife. And so they went to sleep at night, and he thought that he was married to this girl, but really he was married to. And so then they woke up in the morning, and he turned the lights on, and he goes, ah! And she was like, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
And Jacob was like,
give me that guy.
Wait, Jacob was like, who are you? And Leah was like, and he's like, you're ugly. And she's like, no, look. And he's like, I'm getting out of here. I didn't marry you. I married Rachel! and she said, no, listen. And then she was like, here, hold on to her. And so then look, and he was like, I gotta be married. Whoa, yikes. He's like, I gotta be married to you and to you. And she was like, and she was like, and he was like, ah! And so, you know what? You know what's really sad? What's really sad was, who do you think Jacob loved?
This girl.
Who did Jacob love more?
This girl.
Georgie, who do you think he loved more?
I think he loved this girl
It's true.
this girl.
Why did he like this girl more?
Because she was more beautiful. Wait.
That's right. He loved this girl more because she was more beautiful.
Wait.
But you know what? This girl, because this girl was unloved, her name was Leah, and she was ugly, and she was like, and Jacob didn't love her. The Lord made her very, very, very pregnant all the time, and so she had so many babies. But this lady, she didn't have that many babies at all. She only had like 2, but she had so many, and it was the way that the Lord, because God doesn't like it when people are not loved.
Belly.
God doesn't like that.
But this is a really long episode. I don't think we should be doing it this long.
I know, but you asked for more, and if you ever ask for more, there's more.